easy $100. Register using bonus code Gator100.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Pleasant Street.
A $1 moneyline wager on the Pistons or Timberwolves, and if either team hits a three, you win, regardless of your bet's outcome. Now, whether you're raising the stakes on basketball and hockey's playoffs or you're wagering on your favorite baseball team, BetMGM is always ready for action. Enjoy innovative parlay selection builders, daily promotions, boosted odds specials, and more.
Turn right onto Pleasant Street.
BetMGM.com and use bonus code Gator100 to win $100 when you bet $1 on the Pistons or the Timberwolves and either team hits a three. New customer offer,
Three-quarters of a
paid-in-full
mile,
bets must be
turn
21
left
or
onto
older.
West Maple
Michigan
Road.
only. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. This excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Attention Metro Detroit Ram buyers. Get to Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge and Award for the Ram Spotlight Sales Event. Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge and Ram Award has over 100 Rams in stock and ready to go. You can lease a well-equipped 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for only $159 per month. That's right. Lease a Ram Bighorn 4x4 only $159 per month. Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge has Metro Detroit's largest selection of Ram inventory. Lease a 2021 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab 4x4 with all the toys for only $269 per month. That's right. Drive a loaded Ram Laramie only $269 per month. There's only one place to go for the best selection, price, and sales experience. It's Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge and Ram. Break my credit, forget it. We approve almost everyone. 0% financing for up to 84 months is available on select models. Just see their demo savings up to $13,500. These deals are only available at Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge. Located on Van Dyke Avenue, just north of 696 in Aurora. VanDykeDodge.com.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. Use Microban 24 sanitizing spray to keep surfaces sanitized all day. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses initially, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Microban 24 keeps killing bacteria
At the stop
for 24
sign,
hours.
turn
touch
left onto
after
West
touch.
Maple Road.
Used as directed. Microban 24. Touch after touch. It doesn't give up.
Is that a Q2 or Q3?
Dwayne's CPA went MIA. To keep his books and his sanity, he needs to find a replacement ASAP.
Hey, John, have you ever heard of a Budgetable Good?
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
In 3.5 miles, turn right onto Franklin Road.
You immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it. Sports in Vegas. Make better bets, bet smarter, and beat the books today. Download the BetQL app today to better your chances. Gator, like I said, there's storm clouds brewing on the horizon. Open up the Twitch stream. Hi to those of you watching on Twitch. Thank you very much. Twitch.tv, where you can see inside the studios here. Karsh Gator back in studio. Came back last Thursday. It's good to have us both back in the studio, being vaccinated up and ready to go here. So glad to
If he doesn't have the respect of the locker room, if he's lost the team, if no one listens to him, he's gone.
Yeah, I guess it's still early on in Yzerman's GM career with the Red Wings, but I think based on his track record with Tampa, and I think some of the moves that he's done with the Red Wings, I think he still gets a pass on this. And just simply say, I'll let Steve Yzerman handle it how he will because I trust Steve Yzerman to handle it.
Yeah.
And I may not be thrilled with Jeff Blashill and the results that we've seen, and I'm not.
I'm not either.
But I'll let the captain make that decision as to when he's going to pull the plug, if he pulls the plug. And I think when people are quick to say that he hasn't developed the younger talent, I kind of lean in that direction as well. But a couple of years ago, when he came into the league and Dylan Larkin first started in the league, Dylan Larkin was on a nice little rise there first 3 seasons in the league. He improved. And then it's the last couple of seasons where he's regressed. And is that simply because the talent level isn't there? When Larkin started, wasn't Zetterberg part of this franchise? So if you've got guys like that, great veterans that are there on the team, that maybe the rest of you can play a little better. Right now, Dylan Larkin has to step up. There's no question about it. But you look around the locker room, anybody else here with me? No, it's just me. And then they bring in Verona, and hopefully that's going to. I do think that if they sign him long term, that could pay dividends on a lot of players. I think he'll bring the play level up from several players. But Larkin's got to get better. But we don't really know what to really look at here because this team has been so bad, and the veterans that they brought in over the last 4 years. I mean, has anybody really made much of an impact?
No, but I don't know that they were really intended to.
I think Bobby Ryan was intended to, but Bobby Ryan got hurt. I guess that's when he got hurt. And, Yzerman brings in Nemesnikov, and I think he was hoping that was going to pay off bigger than it did.
Well, let me address the Elwall and Imai Swan and Smolik 89 and these people on Twitch just blasting away. The message I get from them is they don't have enough respect for Steve Yzerman to allow him to make this decision. That's where we differ. I have enough respect for Steve Yzerman still to think that this guy deserves the right in a clear rebuild to say this guy that's not producing wins at all is the guy that I want handling Mo Seider, Lucas Raymond, Jacob Vrana, some of the pieces, the younger pieces that he has acquired that he wants to build around. Because I'm more comfortable, but you know what I am? I'm more comfortable giving Steve Yzerman the latitude to do that because I respect his work in the league already, what he's done with Tampa Bay. I respect his work more than I respect the late years of Ken Holland. Because you're upset that he can't develop Ken Holland's late year draft picks. I think Yzerman deserves the right to, and he may decide to pull the plug on Blashill. I completely understand it. But you see what I'm saying? I respect Yzerman and his
At the next light, turn right.
Years, more than Ken Holland's.
Yeah, and I guess I'm trying to think of other reasons why people are so adamantly opposed to keeping Blashill, and I do understand a lot of it. And I think part of it is the young players that were drafted in Ken Holland's last couple of years that have shown maybe slivers or glimpses of
At the light, turn
something,
right
and
onto
they haven't
Franklin
had
Road.
much of an opportunity since Yzerman has been here. Guys like Giovanni Smith, guys like Svechnikov, that they want to see more of those players, and I want to see more of those players, and I think to a degree you want to see more of those players too. And I guess I would love to, have the question answered from Steve Yzerman. Why is it that those players, specifically
In
those players,
2.4 miles,
haven't
turn
got
left onto
more
West Long Lake
opportunity on
Road.
the ice to show what they can do? Because if you look at like the Pistons, for instance, and their GM and what he has done is completely flipped the roster within 1 year. He's totally flipped the roster, and night in, night out now, you watch the Pistons, and you're seeing all four of the draft picks play. You're seeing every young player they've acquired getting an opportunity to play. And I guess there is one parallel. There's a guy who wasn't a Troy Weaver draft pick, it seems like he's gotten, maybe the last few games,
Long Lake
5G
Road.
from big cities to small towns across America. We've been investing billions to light up our award-winning 5G network in more places than ever. And to celebrate, we're upgrading everyone to 5G. Introducing the free 5G upgrade. It's time to upgrade your phone and your plan. Bring any working cell phone to T-Mobile and trade it in for a free 5G Samsung Galaxy. Plus, when you switch, you'll get unlimited 5G for the same price as Verizon and AT&T's limited plans. Now that's an upgrade. It's just one of the reasons why T-Mobile is America's leader in 5G.
In 1 mile,
Experience it today.
turn right onto Wabi Lake Drive West.
Visit a neighborhood store or T-Mobile.com to learn.
Phone via 24 credits plus tax. If you cancel credit, stop and balance on required finance agreement may be due. Contact us. Qualifying credit required. Applying with auto pay plus taxes and fees. Customers on this plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reductions easily for 50 days a month due to data prioritization. Video streams if free. Pay. See T-Mobile.com.
Clay's Cleaning Service has a spotless reputation.
Take care of the windows, ropes, pipes.
But his business operations could use a light dusting.
Just schedule for this week. I'll just check here. No, absolutely. You will be there tomorrow.
Indeed can help him hire the people he needs.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job, you immediately get your short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed met your job criteria. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward.
Turn right onto Wabi Lake Drive West.
Offering supplies and solutions for every industry. With 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger. For the ones who get it done.
In a 1/4 mile, turn left onto Long Lake Shore Drive.
For years.
I was bloated all the time with daily diarrhea.
At first, I thought it was what I was eating.
I kept thinking it was stomach issues.
So I did my research and talked to my doctor, and we finally uncovered the truth.
It was actually EPI. Exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, is a condition where your pancreas is unable to help break down your food.
It can lead to symptoms like diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools.
And EPI symptoms can be confused with those of other common digestive conditions, like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, and celiac disease.
So getting to the
Turn
right
left onto
diagnosis
Long
meant
Lake
being
Shore
more
Drive.
open with my doctor about the severity of my symptoms and how often they were happening.
But there's good news. EPI is manageable, so don't wait any longer. Use the symptom checker at identifyepi.com and schedule a visit or call with your doctor.
In 1/2 mile, the destination is on your right. 1930 Long Lake Shore Drive.
Sell your house? Call Jeff Glover, the official realtor of the Detroit Tigers. Call 855-JEFF-SELLS or visit housesoldname.com.
I'm Jeff Lesson. This week on Lesson on Golf, we look at the best stay-and-play deals for Boyd and Crystal Mountain. Both available right now at lessonongolf.com. That's Lesson on Golf, Sunday, 8 a.m., 97.1 The Ticket.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Tempura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
No sweeter sound. It's your chance. Hear the game. All the play-by-play all season is on 97.1 The Ticket and the Odyssey app.
Scott Anderson, 97.1 The Ticket. Can I read you a couple of comments from Twitch?
I'm sure they're not happy with me.
Well, no, but it's fine. But I want you to have a chance to respond because I think that you'll do it, maybe in a way that they can understand. That I think people can understand that you might be more right than wrong. Rock and Rye 2000 Twitch says, Doug, this has nothing to do with respect and Heisman. It's about Blashill's complete incompetence as a coach.
Give me, what is the example of the incompetence? Because if it's complete incompetence,
if it's record.
yeah,
The destination is on your
that's why I
right.
say it's hard for fans to see
1930
past the
Long
record.
Lake Shore
The
Drive.
record is what it is because the roster's
Arrived.
terrible. And if this is even being debated by Steve Yzerman, do you think Yzerman thinks it's quote complete incompetence?